that.
Excellent. Okay, right. I have some questions, if that's okay, and so I'd like to ask you some questions, and then we can get your responses. That and hopefully they'll be off the cuff and genuine, and hopefully they'll be good. But you obviously you have to be honest. Okay, so
Don't worry, we're fine.
so first of all, right? Okay, did you enjoy the tutoring?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the best part about it, I think, was unlike a classroom where I was sort of sat, sort of trying to chat to a mate half the time and watch a whiteboard half the time. It was much more personal, and it also, I think, you really helped to bring things. It was less like do question number 1, 2, 3. It was more actually chatting things through to understand, and I preferred that so much more. That method, it was really, really enjoyable.
Cool. That sounds marvelous. Okay, so what was your problem before you started tutoring with me? So why did you want to tutor with me? There must have been something that made you want to do it.
I don't want to criticise, but I initially, one of my teachers I wasn't so happy with to start with. I didn't really connect with that teacher very well, to put it probably the best way.
Right.
And so I didn't find their teaching the best for me. The other thing is I actually struggled at the pace of which the course was going to try and get to that exam deadline. I was trying to grasp properly all of the topics,
Right.
Go deep enough, having to answer all the questions to its best ability, really. So that was the main reason I really came, and also to get that top grade in exams, really.
Okay, so next question is then, what result did you get? And
I got an A star.
You got an A star. Okay, I didn't realise that. That's really good news. I'm not actually that surprised, Seb, because you were fabulous. Okay, and what have you gone on to do since getting your A star?
Yes, so I've diverted a bit away from physics. There's no hard feelings.
No, absolutely not.
However, I'm currently finishing up an internship within Parliament. I'm working for my local MP, which has been very interesting, as you can imagine, with the recent news articles.
Yeah, Parliament's been a bit nuts just recently, so I'd imagine that it's really quite cool.
It's very cool, although I think what you don't realise is actually we don't know it until you do. The news articles come out, unless you know the people personally. So it's kind of like just as much chaos in the office. But I've been doing that, and then I'm off I'm working a waitress job soon to get some money. Then I'm travelling, and then I'm starting uni at Warwick to study PPE.
Excellent. So, top flight university and an excellent result has got you there. That's really good news. Okay, so what has been your biggest takeaway, the greatest impact from my tutoring?
I think it's more the desire to actually look into physics personally, and actually basically, I think it's just personal research. Instead of just looking through a textbook, it's more of an interest. I think is you made it more relevant and show where things are applied and where you can actually, just apply the actual theory to practical things in the real world, and actually looking into things like that, and not just reading through a textbook and sort of going, oh yeah, okay, that equation's that equation, that equation's that equation. It brings it, makes it more just understandable and more interesting. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So, why would you recommend my tutoring to another parent or another student who might be on the fence about tutoring with me?
Okay, tough question. No, not tough question at all. But I think the reason I recommend it, I think, is first of all, it gives extra time to actually dedicating more of your time to physics. It sort of blocks it out to begin with tutoring in the first place.
Yeah.
I think the thing is make it more personal, because you're not left to catch up with the class. You're not left sort of wondering, oh, am I behind, am I ahead, or whatever. It's actually, you're not being ahead, but you know what I mean. It's and so I think the most important part is then you can go and sort of ask your personal questions, and really just try and get an understanding exactly where you want to work on.
Okay.
And the other part is you just get solidified topics that you are not entirely certain on, and it really does help when it comes to the build up to the exam, because it just helps designate more time out to things you need, I think.
Cool. Sorry, I'm being interrupted by my dog here. Yes, you're being very needy. Yes, you are. Yes.
Oh, that's the dog.
Sorry about that. Okay, so do you have any other benefits you want to mention, or anything else you want to add?
I mean, I could go on forever, but I think the best benefit, is really just it is being able to talk. I think the main benefit I'm sorry, I'm just trying to sort of get the words. I'm awful at sort of formulating sentences in my head on the spot. I'm bad at them in politics, I guess. But I think.
Oh, you're doing very well at actually answering the questions, Seb. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's quite a that's effective for a politician either. But, now I'm rambling. But the best part, I think, is just you get to focus on parts you want and actually try and. Then the best thing you do is make a connection and don't make it the textbook or question. You just sort of you draw things out, make it to maybe a different approach of understanding, and you can look at it from a different perspective.
Right.
I think that's what it's looking at physics from a whole new perspective in a way, and not just how to pass marks. I think that's probably the best benefit, and it actually creates most of all, it creates your own interest in physics. It creates your own fascination rather than just needing a grade.
Well, hopefully it will last you a lifetime, even if you do go on to do PPE at Warwick.
No, absolutely, I definitely will. But yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you so much. That was very, very kind of you. And all right, I'm going to stop recording. I think I can do that. There we go.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.